But I'm just wondering, Joe, what's your take on it, and what's really happening there between Marcus Rashford and Manchester United? Is it anything more than what's being already said in the media by Ruben Amorim?
I don't think so, personally. Look, that's a great example. If anything else was happening, people would be writing about it, you know? You're even seeing examples when something isn't happening, it's still being written about. I just think that the club and the player are at a different point. I think they're both frustrated with each other, and I think they both feel that they're better off finding a solution where they part company. It's a shame, because we've all seen Marcus Rashford when he plays for Manchester United. You know, I was in that City team when he was just coming onto the scene and scored 1-0 away for Manchester United at the Etihad, and he looked like he was going to be wearing that badge with pride for a long, long time, and the whole club could get behind him. But you know, football happens, situations happen, and it looks like they're both feeling at the moment that the best situation is he finds a new home.
Why do you think what has happened to him happened to him? Because like you said, when he first came onto the scene, people were talking about, oh, he's the next world-class player. He's never managed to put 2 seasons together with incredible performances. It's always very purple patches of a season.
Well, that's been the Manchester United that he's been a part of. You know, very few people have shone, and they've had some, you know, we've talked about and seen some amazing players come to this club in recent years. And knowing, obviously, this man next to me will know the rich history of the club when they've dominated, it's allowed a platform for people to really go onto that world level. But of the recent years, especially whilst Marcus Rashford's been there, no one at the club's done that. So you wouldn't put it all on his shoulders. He definitely has got the talent. You know, he's shown it, and he's shown it in patches at the highest level for his country, for his club. But like you say, he's not been able to put it together for over 2 seasons. But, you know, I repeat, no one at the club has. They've had world-class managers, world-class players, and hardly anyone's shone.
Do you think, Sharpie, that Ruben Amorim is telling the full truth, that it's just purely about his training, his ethics in the training ground, and that's the reason why he's been omitted? Not even in the squad for weeks now, and Ruben Amorim much rather put a youngster on the bench that has no experience rather than Marcus Rashford.
Yeah, I think it's sort of setting an example. I think what we've seen from Manchester United is a desire and a work ethic. I think we've got a lot of talented players there, and I think we've seen. I think this is why the manager came out and said he'll find out more about his players in today's game than he will do in the Arsenal and Liverpool game, because, and he was angry after the Liverpool game. It was a really good result, a really good performance, and he was angry because he couldn't understand why that performance had come with the desire and the work rate and the aggressiveness in the game, and it hadn't happened before. And I think he's seen that from certain players in training, that they're not working hard, they're not. He says you have to suffer to win football matches, and I don't think some of the players have been prepared to suffer in training or in games to get what he's looking for and to get results. And I just think Marcus Rashford has felt the brunt of the manager's frustration and anger.
Do you think that Marcus Rashford, yes or no, will be wearing a Manchester United jersey again post-January?
The deal's got to be right. It's business at the end of the day. I know you've got to make an example of someone, and.
But if he doesn't get the deal right, do you think he'll be back in the team?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this is just a period of time where there's potential. Obviously, it's a transfer window. There's conversations that can be had, but if that can't be resolved, of course you've got to use him. It doesn't look like they fell out. It doesn't look like there's any emotion between the two. It's just the manager saying that right now, maybe I think you should find somewhere else, and I think Marcus is exploring that. But if it doesn't work, business carries on.
Shelby? United jersey post-January? Yes,
yeah, well, if he's not great, he's on a lot of money, and the club will have to pay a lot of his wage wherever he goes, and if the deal can't be done, he'll stay at the club, and then it's up to Marcus Rashford to knuckle down and have a good second half of the season. So if he does want to leave, it gives him an opportunity to go somewhere decent at the end of the season.